what's up, man? What's going on? I'm not muted, am I?
Just chilling, man. Just chilling. I'm chilling.
Living ye old American dream.
Yep.
Nice.
Hell yeah, man. How have you been?
I'm great, dude. Just staying in the house, being a dad, trying to be a productive citizen of this planet as best as I can. So all we can do right now, but good, man. I'm blessed.
It's good.
We survived another day, so.
So you said that earlier, COVID's running rampant over there.
Yeah, it's been crazy, man. I mean, it's not to get too into politics or anything, but it's a lot of negligence. And I mean, you grew up here, so like a lot of the mentality is like, oh well, I'm a hard ass. I do what I want. 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 Which
very conservative.
Yeah, which I agree with, but to an extent, I what I tell a lot of people is I'm cool with that, but I don't have the luxury of risking getting sick because that shit will basically kill me. So
yeah. And then all you hear in the news, like, is it real? Is it not real?
Yeah.
Who can you talk to about it? It sucks, dude.
Yeah, but it's cool, man. We're hanging in there. How's sunny San Diego?
It's not so sunny most often, and sometimes it's fucking where I live, dude. It's basically Bakersfield.
Oh, sucks.
I live inland, very much inland.
Yeah, I hear it's the translation is whale's vagina, I think.
Yes, the translation, allegedly.
Yeah. Like, I think the History Channel or somewhere.
There's a place out here. What's it called? Oh my god, I can't even fucking say it. I forgot it. There's a part in that movie where he says something like that. Something. I'm telling you about a night.
Oh, my brother would know.
Yeah. So, but anyway, there's a place out here called something night or night something because of that movie. And
wow, that's legit.
I forget what the fuck it's called.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah, but I've been listening to your music, man.
Thank you.
I like it a lot. It's great. But my question is, 7 songs on Spotify is what I heard. Is there more?
There is more. I'm not. I try to tell myself not to put out new stuff when I'm working.
Yeah.
But a lot of the times I just cave and I put it on YouTube. And there's been times where I put up songs and I've left them there, but then I've taken them down just to release them, on. But I have some new stuff on YouTube. I'm actually working on a project now and trying to get a song out every month. And I think with this one, I'm just gonna just say screw it and just throw it all out there. And then when it's collectively finished, then I'll put it on like Spotify and iTunes and things like that. So
it's awesome. So what do you? How many where are you gonna go with that? Like 20, 15 tracks, 10 tracks? Like what are you looking at?
Dude, so I started. Excuse me. I started with the idea of doing I'll do 8 tracks, like a small EP. Do that. Stop writing music for a while. Go on hiatus. Kind of focus on other things. But then I started making the actual music for it. I just couldn't stop it. And I think right now I'm at 15, where half of them I'm I don't even want to write to them. I'm just making music because start writing to one, then I make a new song, and then I'm I got to write to this one now. So I'm just scatterbrained. So I think right now I'm upwards to 15, but that's really subject to change. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's cool, man. It's enjoyable. I've come to terms that not everyone's gonna resonate with it, so I just kind of just say screw it. I'm just gonna put out as much as I can. Just let it just kind of sit out there and manifest. And those who come across it will either love it or hate it.
That's cool. I love it. I mean, I remember I've seen with you the process. It's been what was those Chris Kill days when we used to do Chris Kills?
I was dude. Fucking, I was still in high school.
You were rapping. You were doing that, and I remember you were Icon, and we would play battle in the backyard.
Yeah.
Old abandoned car. We would just fucking in Chris's yard. We would just fucking bullshit, and I don't know. I forget because it's so blurry back then, you know. But do you smoke?
I rarely did back then, and I don't now.
Right. Okay. So it's you two that don't smoke. Remember, we were smoking back there, and we were
Yeah.
hotboxing in the car, in that car in the backyard of Chris's house. And I remember you being there, but I remember Chris and some people were outside.
I do remember that, the buggy.
Yes.
Yeah, I used to sit in on the hot boxes, but I never really smoked, but I would sit in the buggy. I'd get
Yeah,
the
dude.
old.
You're in high school, and we used to fucking battle rap, like joke rap all the time, just dumb
Oh
shit
man, dude,
all the time.
yes.
So my point, my question is remembering that I was like 2007, 2008, maybe earlier, but you started putting out music when? This year? Is this the first time you started putting out, like within the last year?
That's last year. Literally, I lived in Vegas for a while, and I started doing open mics out there. I was like on the art district, like further up north. And they were like, because here, I mean, I've been writing music more than half my life and trying to perform when I can and record when I can. But when I went out there, like it was so like open. Like, dude, I would meet people that would play like the keyboard that were like tremendous pianists, I guess you could call them, but didn't write any songs. Like they would come up with their melodies and they would like play and they would like say poetry over it. You know, like they were just, but as soon as I hit the scene, like everyone was like, yo, we got to collab, we got to collab, we got to collab. And usually like out here, it would be like other rappers or, you know, producers. Out there, I had like fucking professional, like college degree saxophone soloists, like really like, dude, we got to do something. And I had to move back. And when I moved back, I was like, why would I stop there? So I started, you know, poking around. Social media helped a lot. I met a couple people that were hosting open mic nights downtown and just took off. And then I think once I really got my feet on the ground, I was like, okay, I can actually start performing now and getting people out. I could actually be on stage, which to me was amazing. That's when I was like, okay, well, I need to start recording some stuff, and I needed like, because I was doing shows that I was just freestyling. Yeah, I would do shows where like they would ask me to come out, and I'm like, yeah, dude, for sure. And I would have no songs written, so I was like, fuck it, you know, I'm not gonna show up and then not perform. So what I would do is I would download, or not even download, I'd actually just go on YouTube and then just connect to the PA system and then just play a random ass beat. And then I'd grab, because they always have set mics. So I'd grab the extra mic and I would just call people from the crowd and be like, hey, trip me up. I'm just gonna freestyle, say a word, and then I'm gonna rhyme to it. And then in a couple seconds, say another word, then I'm gonna rhyme to that. And I did that for like the first 3 months of me being back and performing. I was just like literally having the crowd just try to trip me up on rhymes and like. So yeah, I was just like the first couple months of me being back in town and performing, like I was just having people throw me words and I would just improvise on the spot and just go freestyle the whole. Sometimes I do like 15 minutes. And they'd be like, hey man, you want to keep going? I'm like, sure, why not? You know, get my name out there. So I did that and then started writing again, got back into that. And then
last year,
that was what?
Last year, 2019 or 2019?
Yeah. Just before the pandemic hit, a buddy of mine told me about this app, free app on your phone you could download. It's basically a studio on your phone. So I started tinkering with that for about a month or two, and then I started messing around with recording, and I was like, oh, I could record at home. Like, fuck yeah, dude. So I started doing that, and then the pandemic hit, and for me that was like terrifying because, you know, I have health issues. So I was scared, you know, diabetes, high blood pressure, valley fever. So like, you know, I was going nuts. I wouldn't leave my house. And then people started testing positive around me. So I was even more paranoid. And someone very close in my perimeter got sick. So I had a quarantine and I drove myself nuts. And I was like, oh, dude, I got it. Like, I'm a goner. I'm dead. You know, I'm going to die. And I live alone. So I'm like, you know, day 2, like just harnessing these ideas and these thoughts like, oh, fuck, man, it's a wrap. I'm done. I'm going to die. So I was like, well, what can I do? And I put out. Wrote, recorded, made the music for the project I have now on Spotify and everything, which is the isolation sessions is what I decided to call it, and did that, put it up there, and then just was like, okay, if I die, cool. At least I got some music, streaming.
No, don't say that.
A lot of people liked it, and I was like, hell yeah. And before, my biggest excuse was, well, I don't have money to record. I can't, or I don't have money to buy, programs to make my own music, or producers don't make the style of music I like. So now that I had that, and I started picking it apart and realizing all the shit I could do, I could literally do everything from the beats all the way to like making album art on just my phone. On free apps, a fucking $40 phone and like a $10 headset to record on. So
technology is amazing if you know how to use it. Exactly.
Yeah, man, because I have people that'll comment on my shit and like, hey, bro, where do you record at? Like, I'm trying to record. And I'm like, fuck,
Yeah, bro. But it didn't work for me tonight. Fuck.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, dude, that's awesome. I really like it. The isolation tapes.
Isolation sessions. That's on
isolation sessions. I like that. I really like it. I really like I forget the Shirley MacLaine one. I don't know her name. I'm acting like I know that sample of that song from it's the girl from Popeye. You guys sampled that.
Oh yeah. Lucy, what's her name? Fuck, how now I forgot. Shelley Duvall.
Fuck, yes. What did I say? Shirley MacLaine? The fuck?
Yeah. Shelley Duvall.
I really, really like that song a lot. It's really good. I mean, just that sample, and even then, like, you guys don't even, all you use is your voice.
Yeah.
I really
it's funny is I didn't even think of that until like I was at my brother's house and he was watching it because that movie to us was hilarious as kids. So he's like, hey, check it out. Popeye's on fucking Netflix. Let's watch this shit.
Yeah.
And we thought it was the dumbest shit now as grown men. And then we're fucking watching as grown men. So it was even funnier. But then that song came, she started singing that and I was like, oh my God, I love that. Like, I love that that melody. And I was like, I'm going to use that. And found a way to sample it and loop it. And I was like, boom, there we go.
Wow. Okay. So you grabbed it.
Yeah. That was kind of weird too, because Pandora they hear anything sampled, they'll flag it and take it down like right away, and got away with that one.
That's awesome. That's really awesome.
So yeah, that one's there.
It's a good song. I like it. Have you seen Punch Drunk Love?
Oh, dude, one of my favorites. Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering if you knew that was the song. It was really creepy in that song, in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, but I like that song. I like fuck, man. There's so many fucking songs that I've been listening to on rotation. So
fuck yeah, dude. But I got a new one. I just recorded last week actually. I think it's been on YouTube for like a couple days now. I'll send you the link. I think you'll like that one. It's pretty good.
Oh, Victory Lap. Victory Lap is really good. That's the new one, right?
Thank you. That's not the newest one, but that's the newest one before the one I just put out.
Oh, okay. What's the one you just put out?
It's on my YouTube. It's called Knockin'.
Okay, so it's not on Pen. It's not on Spotify yet.
Not yet. No, it is on YouTube though. But Victory Lap I actually did for my best friend. He actually opened up a gym in Arizona. He moved from here to Arizona to start a gym with his cousin, and their business is like booming. But their gym is called Victory Lap. And I was like, hey man, make you guys a theme song, and that's literally where that song came from.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah. So that one I think I'm just gonna leave as its own single just for them to use it promotionally. Yeah, and I literally I sent him a link to like 5 different instrumentals, and I was like, hey man, which one of these do you like? And he picked that one. I was like, perfect. And then I did the song. I was like, hey, by the way. And yeah, he really enjoyed it. And yeah, they're doing really well too. So, I mean, of course, on my end, that was just me doing that for my best friend. But at the same time, I'm like, dude, when they start booming, could be some kind of promo. Someone might hear and be like, hey, who's that guy? And he could be like, yeah, that's mine.
Got to get out there, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Got to get out there. You know what I mean? Just get out there. Yeah, just do it. Because that's basically yeah. That's what that song's about too.
Yeah, that's literally where it came from. Yeah, I was just
On my
like,
fucking victory lap.
yeah. Carlos just said in my chat, he said, ask him if he could sign his hat. Oh, his tits. He said if he could sign his tits. I gotta put my glasses on to read these comments.
I didn't say that, huh? You can't see what it says.
Yeah, I have to read. I have to use glasses to read, but I could. Yeah, it's fucking diabetes, man. Don't get it.
Yeah, don't get it.
It's not as elegant as they make it seem.
Yeah, I remember one time back in the day, you I don't know what we were doing. We were all hanging out, but you just out of nowhere pulled out this like I don't even know how it came, but you just had all I looked over and I saw you had a syringe. That's all I remember is you had a syringe, and you pulled something down and you stuck yourself like just super nonchalant. And then I was like, "What the fuck?" And I have diabetes. And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Oh yeah. Yeah, cool. We could have got a heads up.
So funny. And then after that, it was normal. We see you do it a couple more times. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I should have definitely warned a lot of people before.
It was just like my first reaction was, "This guy's shooting up in front of me."
Dude, yes. So my best friend, that's literally the first time we hung out. We actually went to my brother's house and fucking. But yeah, so
yeah.
So he's seen, like he's cool, he sees my brother, drinking, and he sees everyone that goes around there smoking and shit. So I was a little concerned, but he seemed pretty chill. So I go to the back and I'm like, I didn't think much of it. And then in the corner of my eye, I see him like pass by, and then he runs in. He's like, "Sam, what are you doing? No!" And I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" He's like, "Don't do that shit. What the fuck? It'll kill you." I was like, "No, dude, let's just keep me alive, man." And he like. To this day, dude, like that's like he tells everyone this shit. Like,
is that real?
Yeah, that was how like one of our first times we ever hung out.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all.
Yeah, he was like oh dude, yeah, he's pretty fucking funny.
That's funny.
I had totally forgot he didn't know, and the fact that he was like, "That shit'll kill you," I was like, "No, dude, this shit's keep me alive. What do you mean?"
Oh my god!
Yeah, and fucking my brother and everybody was, for the rest of the night was giving him a hard time and shit. They're like, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
That's so funny.
Yeah, good shit.
Those are the times, man.
Yeah, man. That's fucking what shaped me into an artist.
Yeah, man. It's a really, really, really good mixture of music. I really like it.
Thanks.
Really proud of you. I love it. I love how you're making it now, like you're doing it. Because I used to hear things you used to do that was pretty crazy. We used to mess around a lot.
Yeah, man, good times. Fucking music. Yeah, music, dude. The stuff I'm doing now is a lot. I would say a lot more formatted, but I try to break the mold of just being like regurgitated shit, just on a different loop. Like I like to try to expand, Yeah. Like I was telling was telling somebody, I was like, the way I see myself as like a rapper, I would consider myself a rapper, a hip hop artist, but have you seen the movie Kung Fu Hustle?
Yeah.
Okay, so I that's how I consider myself as an artist. Like Kung Fu Hustle is like a goofy kung fu movie. So it's like it's out of the norm as far as kung fu movies. But the bones of that movie is still like you could still consider it a really good kung fu movie,
Yeah.
So that's why I like to compare my shit to, in a means of simplicity.
It's very, very good, man. Another one that's really good is fuck, dude. Find it. I don't know the names of them yet, but I'm chill. That's a really good one too. Because when you say the part where if you start catching feelings, you better chill.
Oh yeah.
That was really, really cool how you went to that. Like that was really cool.
Yeah. That song I actually have my buddy, also a local artist. I always tell him he's probably the best singer in town, but that's my buddy Jadea on the chorus. The guy's phenomenal singer. Yeah, that song was just and you know what? I did it in spite of somebody going to one of my shows and was like, "Yeah, you're kind of like a old school hip hop, but more like R&B, and I was like, oh fuck that. I was like, nope. Let me not be that guy. So I wrote that song, and I was like, I can't write a love song. I can't write love songs. I've written a couple, but they feel very like bland. So that was like my counter, and the person I still, he's still my main producer, but he would always tell me like, dude, you either got to do a club song. He's like, and I know for damn sure you're not going to do that. He's like, a love song or a fucking breakup song, and I was like,
Yeah.
So, and I always like to brag, be full of myself, be very arrogant, kind of mask the insecurities as best as possible. So,
Yeah.
I had really really fun doing that song. I actually got the instrumental from another local artist. We were just doing a live stream, and he's a musician. He was just messing around on a beat machine, and then I heard the main instruments of that, and I was like, "Hey, dude, keep that." I was like, "I want to, let me write to that." And like within like 4 days, I had the song recorded. I was like, "Hell yeah, pretty dope."
That's awesome. 4 days.
Yeah. So yeah, it was fun. It's a good song. But everything I've recorded that's out has been on a cell phone and on like $10 fucking Skull Candy earbuds.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
You put that that's what you recorded on?
Yeah, that's that whole project that's on Spotify, even Victory Lap. All that shit's on my phone. Even the music I'm doing now. The beat, the instrumentals. Well, Victory Lap, I bought that one. But all my other songs that are on there, yeah, I did all the beats, whether were just like simple drum loops that I just like tweaked, like dropped the tempo down, or even just throwing together little melodies and just throwing a beat around it. Yeah, that was all on my phone, man. That's like the craziest thing about it.
That is very crazy. That is very what you call that? Like basically you bypass the whole thing. I mean, it does sound really really good quality.
Yeah, I feel like it's the proof is in the pudding. If you really have an ear for it and you have the patience to do it. I continuously hear things and want to correct, but there's just some shit. I mean, I'm on a free phone app, so I kind of give myself the slack. Like, well, it's not going to be 100% pristine because I'm within my means. You know what I mean? I'm at my limitations, but works for me, man. I mean, I love listening to it. So, yeah, I actually have a full length album, recorded, mixed, mastered, like studio. But my producer that I did that with still believes in like hard copies. So he wants to like spend the money on like jewel cases and like album art and like, and I'm like, I'm on a budget, man, and that shit's not cheap, which, I want to, cause I really poured a lot into that project, but money's not right, but it's there. Every song's mixed, mastered.
So you ever try, instead of doing that jewel case stuff, what this local artist out here did, who was very, 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 she was very successful. What she did was she put everything on a like a USB,
Oh,
like a little 500 millibyte or megabyte,
yeah.
and you can buy them in bulk, like on eBay and
Oh, shit, that's
your
smart.
singles on there, and then you just hand out the USBs.
That's really smart. I'm gonna have to do that.
Was dude, she used to bartend out here, and she was like my favorite bartender, and she was so cool, man. We would hang out and like all the time. She would play music, and now she's doing shit with DJ Premier.
Fuck.
DJ Premier produced one of her albums, and you can get it on all the platforms.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to send me that link. Fucking DJ Premier is like dude. That's like a dream collab. That's like one of my favorite producers. I was actually listening to some of his stuff this morning.
Yeah, dude. She's. I'll send you the link to their album that they did together. And like she was his protege, and they would do stuff all the time. But yeah, dude, I knew her. She was out here. It was so crazy how she was just at this bar. Anyways, that was one of the things she told me, is that she was like, yeah, CDs are dying. We're doing this, trying to do this thing where we put everything on a USB and just hand them out, just randomly at shows, at concerts,
Hell yeah, that's smart. That's really smart.
Boom, here's it's a USB. Boom.
Yeah. Yeah, man, because this thing was done last year, and just he wants it a certain way, which I can't knock him. He produced the whole thing and mixed it and everything. Um, but he's very big on like having physical, like he wants his plaque and like things like that. And I'm like, fuck, pricey, but and now that I think about it, like, dude, these songs I don't even have anymore. Like I don't even, so I haven't heard any song off of that album in like over a year. Like so it would be like a new album for me to hear. So
what do you think about what's going on at the Capitol right now?
oh man, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's hella crazy. You would think, fuck, 10 years ago, or fuck, yeah, 10 years ago, we wouldn't think this. We would never think terrorist attack, and then we would immediately assume it's overseas. And now it's like, dude. But I try to stay in my lane with all that stuff, man. It's all, to me, it's all just like fear tactics. It's inciting everyone to get pissed off. Like I think I posted something on Facebook where I was like, dude, I get it. Everyone has their choice one way or another. You had that right, but what's going on over there shouldn't like bleed over here. Like I shouldn't see people that are one-sided, like say Trump supporters are here trying to do the shit here. I'm like, it's not worth it. It's not going to solve it. They're not doing that shit for us. That's what I was trying to get at for a lot of people was, and I mean, and it's almost, I hate to admit it, but it's almost genius, like who else could make people hate, or like create so much chaos and not set foot anywhere near them. Like, cause there's times where I'm like, fuck, I'm mad at this shit. Like, what the fuck? But then I, try to step back from it. I'm like, wow, I really got worked up over this shit and I'm nowhere near it, like.
Yeah, one thing's for sure is that we're in a point in history. It's history. It's basically just it's going to be a blip in our history. I mean,
yeah,
the first president who will not willfully leave office. That's never happened before. And then just America is at another. This is another point in America's history where they are divided completely.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Maybe you want to look at those polls of America and assume that's the truth, 50, 51, 49%. If that's the case, then basically we're looking at another point in our history where we're not completely equal. We're not all trying for, we're not all united.
Yeah. Everyone has their, before it was like we have an opinion, but at the end of the day, we all have one goal. Now it's like
total different, like we have total different. Everyone has their own idea of what America is.
Yeah.
And for the first time, they're clashing in a while. I mean, this is like I saw people on social media that they call them Karens. The Karens.
Yeah.
Who are getting pulled out of grocery stores for not wearing masks, getting arrested, and literally wondering why they're getting arrested. It's like, fuck.
Yeah.
In their head, they're like, they are right. They are right. And they are right according to what the Constitution says. But everything comes with the price.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Well, freedom, that's what you got to do to maintain the freedom. Some people just see their own way of maintaining freedom.
Yeah. It's to me, it's just, it's literally how they spin the story, like it could be good, it could be bad, but there has to be, I feel like we strive on anger right now as a country. Everyone has to be mad at something. And it makes sense, man. It's like we're being reprogrammed to be mad at something. And it wasn't until now that like, dude, what the fuck? Growing up, like I never even like, I'm sure I was taught the inauguration, but I never knew what the fuck that was. Like I was never like, oh, the new president, time to inaugurate. Now fucking I'm looking at it, I'm looking up on like updates on it like it's fucking pay-per-view. Like, oh fuck, dude, the inauguration next week. Like, what the fuck's gonna happen? Like, what the fuck, dude? What the hell, Like it reminds me of like growing up watching like WWF. You know, they leave it on a cliffhanger where like the bad guy, you know, did the last thing, and you'd have to wait. Like, dude, that's literally how I watch the news now. I'm like, oh fuck, what the fuck, you know?
Hey, man, and it's all ratings, man. It's all ratings.
Absolutely.
My wife is really big on Mexican, Latin, what's it called? Latin news.
Okay, yeah.
And there was this massive fucking earthquake in Mexico City like a couple years ago, maybe like within the last couple years. And basically this one Mexican news station made up, they got caught later, but they made up at the time of this earthquake that there was this little girl trapped in a certain part of this. So people were surrounding, praying for live news coverage for like days, just waiting to see it. And people were, the firefighters were looking.
That's
It's like
crazy.
there's no rules. There's no rules. Like okay, NFL. I'm not an NFL guy, but what's the team that keeps cheating and they get caught cheating? Arizona baseball got caught cheating, right? If you consider that cheating, then what the fuck, man? What would you do? You would strip. You're not a team anymore.
Yeah.
Like you're not affiliated with nothing. No, but they still want to make money. So let's just keep them in play. Pat them on the back of the hand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But realistically, it's like, hey, like, how could you? Like, you don't take a ring away. That would make them never cheat again. Exactly. Take a ring away. Yeah, dude. I'm just bullshitting. I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
no. There's no consequences anymore. You know, real consequences for like, I don't know. There's consequences for the wrong things. Like they're legalizing marijuana. Like marijuana when we were coming up was so bad.
Yeah.
Now, and what a comedian said recently, now it's an essential business.
Yeah, fucking crazy. Who would have thought?
It went from illegal to essential. My grandpa was in prison during the Prohibition for selling alcohol, and while he was in prison, they legalized alcohol.
That's crazy, man.
Same shit's going on now with weed, man. People are still locked up for weed.
Yeah, it's I like to tell a lot of people that we're in a meme culture now. We're in a meme culture. If it's memeable, fuck yeah, let's do it. Like look at our presidency the past 4 years. Like it's meme culture. Yeah. You know, a lot of people in this recent election is proof. Like a lot of people voted thinking like, oh yeah, fuck, we had Kanye West on the ballot. Come on, it's fucking meme culture, dude. People are so fucking, it's so crazy, man.
Not just that, man, but like, think about 100 years ago, people were like, we don't have to ride horses anymore. There's a thing called a car. Like that's probably like what we're going through right now. Like we're fucking just getting our minds blown slowly. Yeah. Meme. What's a meme 100 years ago? How would you explain a meme 100 years ago?
Fuck, dude.
You couldn't.
There's no way. Yeah,
so
man.
It's like on TikTok, when you get on there, what the fuck is a TikTok?
Right. Like think about if you went back, 10 years from now, and you told yourself, hey, in 10 years, everyone's going to have basically a computer in their pocket. You're going to think like, what the fuck, you know, like, or fucking, you can order Uber. You just say Uber, and like, what the fuck is that? Wait, you can pay somebody to pick you up? Like, what the fuck?
There was this scientist one time, I don't know what his name was, but he was talking about like if in the old Western, like if you walked up on a motorcycle, you see it as a stationary thing, but your mind can't understand how complex those parts work, each one, to make it do what it needs to do. They would have different perceptions of it if it was parked, if someone was driving it, and it's just a real concept that we can understand. But think about that from like an extra long timeline. Like expand the timeline and put something that you put something in front of you that under right now at face value you don't understand it, but in 10, 20, 30 years it's like, oh man, so simple.
Right, your kids teaching you in that time.
Yeah, such a simple, but we're looking at it as like we're looking at it in small stages, but eventually all these things change are who we are.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like mind blowing, man.
Oh, I'm just saying, like meme culture, cancel culture, essential businesses.
Yeah.
Like everything is just such a fucking like new concept now. It's such a new concept that's going to change the world.
Yeah, and you think about it, man. Like we're in debt so much, yet like TikTokers make fucking millions of dollars doing what? Not doing shit, like where's that money coming from? Why is that money going to them?
A lot of eyes on them.
Yeah. But
A
it's
lot of
like
eyes.
it's like that, but we're in a fucking economic crisis, but yet
You thought about putting your stuff on TikTok?
no, I don't believe in TikTok or Twitter. TikTok,
Really?
the idea of TikTok to me is for like kids or pedophiles. Yeah.
Put some of the new songs on there. Just put them on there, dude. He is icon, dude. Just see what happens.
Can I just put them on there and not be like in the TikTok community? Because I don't want to be in the community.
There's a community that's for you out there.
Yeah.
You just gotta find it.
Yeah. I like to think of my target audience as like those you see those TV ads for like, I don't know, like antidepressants and shit, where it like gives you like two of like the benefits and you get like 2 minutes of like all the side effects.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's my audience. Like I'm sure a lot of people will dislike my shit for many reasons, but there's someone that won't get those side effects and will actually benefit them if they take this pill. So
That's hilarious, bro. You're fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's cool though. I love the satisfaction of knowing the few people who do listen give me the right. They say the right thing. It's not like, oh, that's fucking awesome. That's awesome. But there's like little things that people talk about. And I'm like, dope. That's the music I made, and you're the person I made that music for, because that's what I grew up on, was listening to like witty music and thinking like, oh shit, hearing shit no one else would catch, and be like just this super geeky kid over fucking lyrics,
Yeah.
And
But
like,
man, my only complaint, man, is just fucking. It's not enough songs.
yeah,
For
very
real,
true.
like you're fucking. I've grown up hearing you. Just do a couple things here and there. But like, the hunger has always been there. And like, I remember you're talking about the movie that you wanted to do.
Oh yeah, music video. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Was it a music video or like a movie?
I think it was a video. I know you had a gang of ideas like stirring up, and I was just like, yeah, dude, I'm down. Yeah, I'm down. Yeah, I'm down. Like every time you kill something, and I think it just never came into action.
We should have kept doing it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I remember you came up with a Pokemon idea.
Oh yeah. Being like super thugged out, like a bunch of guys like fucking fresh out of prison, and they like look like rival gangs, and they just start fucking busting out the cards, start battling and shit.
There's a guy who did it. He kind of did that. It reminded me of you. Did you see that video? You know who Ed Basemaster is?
No.
He's whispering to people, like telling them, "Hey, you want a Pokeball?" And they're like, "What the fuck?" And then a cop ends up like kind of like walking by, and like she's like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "Oh, nothing. I'm just chilling." She's like, "What are you trying to sell?" Because she hears him trying to ask these people he wants to buy.
Yeah.
And then he's like, nothing. And then she's like, tell me right now, or else I'm gonna have to bring up backup. And then he's like, oh, I'm just trying to sell these Pokeballs. She's like, what? And he like pulls them all out of his pocket, and he has Pokemon balls all.
Hell yeah!
He looks all fucking thugged out, like he's he's shady as fuck, trying to sell some heroin or some shit.
Fucking awesome. Yeah, man, we could do.
She's just laughing. She starts to laugh as she's walking away.
Yeah, I want to shoot more videos. I definitely want to shoot more videos. I have. Whenever I write a song, I immediately think of a music video for it, just because it's just. But I definitely have some ideas.
I like those videos that you made. Who made those videos?
I have a buddy of mine. He's actually just getting into the like the filming. He's got a lot of like quality equipment, and just had always been telling me like, hey man, I might start filming. I want to shoot a video. And I was like, dude, fuck yeah, dude, let's fucking do it. And yeah, we basically just did it right here in my apartment, fucking within a day, and he edited it down, and like weeks later he was like, hey, it's done. Like, hell yeah.
How long did it take?
Filming it took a day. We did it all one day, and then it took him a few days to edit it, but it was just our schedules were off and never time for me to sit down and actually watch it, and then had it out in like a couple weeks.
And that's the video. The video I'm talking about, we're talking about, is Starved Insomniac.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's a good one too. I really like that fucking guitar riff.
Oh yeah, where did I get that?
Like once it pops up, like when I have it on a playlist. That's one of the ones I first saw of you. And now whenever I have like on my play, I have like liked on Spotify, and it pops up on a rotation. And
Nice.
When I hear the guitar, I get happy. I'm like, dope.
Thanks, man. Yeah, that one. I actually did write. I wrote that one first. The second, well, actually, I did write that for someone. I did. I'm not even gonna jazz it. Yeah. Well, that was. I felt better doing that. Like I felt better about that song than any other like love song I ever wrote, because that one I actually like talked about somebody, so it felt genuine. Most other ones I was just like regurgitating, love songs and just going with the flow. But yeah, that was.
Well, to be fair, it could be considered a love song. It was just not. I mean, it's not bad. It's really good.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes it sound like I don't know, authentic. I mean, the things you say, it's like not something that. I mean, I would hope it's a real soft or someone real, because if it was made up, then you're pretty,
Yeah.
pretty creative. But I mean, that's the only something someone can go through.
Yeah, it was a good process. I enjoyed it. I actually liked it because it was easy to write, because I was going through this shit really. I was like, this is why people write fucking love songs when they're in love, because this shit's like easy. Fucking battle rap in fucking 2007, 2008.
Yeah, I said something stupid like and someone told me to say it. Like, I wasn't me. It was a ghostwriter. I was like, ghostwriter was in the room.
Yeah.
People took, and someone had told me to say something about fuck, like, why are you messing with me, or like, don't bring out the freak in me, something like that, basically. um like it was Icon, don't bring out the freak in me. You don't you have diabetes? Your rap name should be Sugar Free.
That's fucking awesome.
Someone gave it. I forgot how it went, but that's something like that, and it was just like stupid. It was like dumb, but yeah, dude, we were never as good as you.
It was a good time. I wish we could have filmed stuff. There was so much creativity in fucking just overall fucking now. Like there was it was insane. Like we were always doing some fucking creative shit.
Well, one of the things,
my brother's house was literally like the playhouse of like creativity. Like fuck, man.
One of the things that I think is I was talking to Chris about it last time when we were talking in that failed interview we had. Basically, we were talking about what him and I what we were all doing back then. It was basically like a fucking like a podcast, like a party. Like we were just all just hanging out, like you see in the fucking movies and shit.
Yeah.
All these movies where they're partying, everyone's dancing. I've never been to a party like that where everyone's dancing.
Yeah, we were
us sitting around, cracking jokes, talking shit, like you're a bitch, just being fucking bullshit. That's what it was all about.
Yeah, that's true. Talking fucking going on
back. We play tangents. We play music in the garage.
Yeah. We would fucking go on random tangents about fucking the dumbest shit, but like, oh man, if we could have saved any of those conversations to listen back now.
Exactly. We were doing what everyone's doing now, but back then, if we were recording it, it would have been fucking crazy, hilarious to look back on it and see how fucking much we changed and how much.
Yeah.
We were so like fucking. Oh man.
Dude, we were invincible. We ruled the world at that time.
Out of control.
Man. Good stuff though, man. Fuck. Some good times.
Yeah. I remember one time it was you, Este's brother. Remember Este?
Oh yeah.
we were all in the garage, and I forgot who was playing. Probably Este's brother was
On the
playing
drums. Yeah.
and Chris was there playing guitar, like your brother was playing guitar, and fuck, I can't even think of Cup Dog. Chris Cup Dog was there. Like we would all take turns. I would play drums a little bit. Like we all just took turns, just fucking jamming out.
Yeah.
And it was like it was so loud, the loudest I ever heard that garage. It was so loud and so like hooked up. It was fun. It was really fun.
Yeah, dude, it blows my mind that people would sleep in there. Like,
Yeah,
we had no type of like insulation. Like, it was just
that was, and even then, talk about it to him, to your brother. That was literally what I would call a trap house.
yeah, dude.
We had
For
trap houses
sure.
before they were talking about. No, they had,
Yeah,
it's just been broadcasted. But yeah, trap houses, man. That's a trap house.
dude, that place was insane. That's some of my some of my life defining moments happened at that house.
I'm talking about the garage with the trap house.
Yeah, or the garage. Or fuck, the garage itself is its own fucking.
That's what I'm saying. That was a trap, not the house. The garage was a trap house. It was
Oh yeah.
trap house.
Oh, there was a lot of shit going down in there for sure. Yeah, but it would bleed into the house every now and then. I remember for like a year they didn't have fucking, their water was like fucked. So like their sink, the water wouldn't go down, like the fucking bathroom, and like I remember, I want to say like something burst in the backyard and the grass just like
Oh fuck!
fucking just turned into like a fucking the Little Shop of Horrors and shit. Like
Fuck.
yeah, that place, man, that shit was wild.
My wife's gonna watch.
He just rode with it. He didn't give a shit. If someone brought a case of beer, he would forget about it.
Who?
My brother.
Really?
Yeah, crazy shit, man. It was good times.
I remember one time, and I lost it recently, but I used to have this video of me and Chris. Like it was just me, him, and Sandy. We back when he was with Sandy, we all just, Sandy was the video, like the cameraman, like basically
Yeah.
cameraman the whole time, and it was me and Chris. I wish I had it, dude. I lost it forever. Me and him, like we went into the kitchen, opened his door, his refrigerator door, and there's a 40, and it's the last one, and we both go for it, and it's like, you saw it,
the fight scene. Yeah, we still reference that shit.
I fucking lost. I used to have it. I had it recently, bro. Oh my god, it was shot so. I put Power Rangers, a song from Power Rangers movie, and it was just this like elaborate fight scene where he lifts me up and I lift off the ground, and oh my god,
I remember that. Fucking have any more beer? That we still tell each other that.
Oh man, fucking
like
that.
If he ever wants, like, whenever he wants to come over and drink, he'll text me that. Have any more beer? Like, yeah, I remember that. That shit was hilarious. Yeah. So you're doing is this like a regular thing? You doing this like you have a?
Well, this is my first time. You're the first one so far who I'm trying a new format. Fuck, and I have everything undone. I have a camera on me. And I had another camera on me, but I took it off when I was I couldn't remember the names of your songs, but I knew the songs. I'm gonna set it up again, but basically, I'm starting it again, but I haven't done it in a minute.
Gotcha.
Asking people, simple talk, talk with old friends.
Hell yeah, I love it.
Talk bullshit, or just do this whole thing because. Like you so the last time I remember, I think I was telling you the other day about how when we talked, I forget, I called your brother and you were there and Carlos was there.
Mm-hmm.
What happened was I was trying to set up, and that was one of the times I was trying to set up with Chris, and I have been trying to ask people like, how do you first remember meeting me? Trying to start a conversation, and I think I went through it with you. I this last time, but it was because I don't know how exactly, but I remember we were I was with some people that you were with some people, and we all got together and decided to dress up for Halloween one year as the cast of Dead Presidents, the movie.
Yeah.
Skull face. And it was like, let's just all do it. It's real easy. We can just go because we had a Tabby Tosafit. What's his name?
Oh yeah, yep.
I forget his name, but we had him. I think that's why, right? Because we had him in a class
Yeah.
and
I,
together.
I remember Mario pulled me aside and was like, "Hey, you want to do this with?" I was like, "Yeah, fuck it, why not?" You know?
Mario Garcia.
Yeah,
Oh, really? I don't remember that. I just
yeah.
you mainly and this other guy that I don't talk to anymore. I don't even remember his name. This black guy. I don't even remember his name anymore. But he was your age. That's why I met him around the same time you did, or at the same time I met you. That's when I
Yeah.
met him.
Yeah, that was hella crazy. It's just random.
Fucking over 20 years ago. But anyways, that was the first time I
Crazy.
met you, and that's what I wanted to like just kind of get into with all this. I don't know. I'm thinking about doing just like this, just like a live with all my Facebook people, just being like, hey, um, you're my friend. Let's talk. Let's see where you're at now because I'm starting to realize that with a lot of my Facebook friends, we have a lot of conflicting views. And I don't know how
Mm,
to ask them. Like I've done interviews with other people who
yeah,
are on another side of my beliefs or just more radical, maybe, in how I
yeah,
believe, but more radical. And it's becoming this situation where it's like, who are you really? Like, not who are you really, but like we used to be really good friends. What happened? Like why are we
yeah,
so, why does it have to take this or someone to be like, hey, because one of the things I've realized with people, which I said that to you guys the other night, whenever we talked probably months ago, um, is that people don't talk on the phone or do this video shit anymore. Like they don't talk face to face. They don't
yeah.
now that
No,
we can't talk face to face, here we are now talking face to face, right? And so
yeah,
that's my point is just kind of bring everybody together. Maybe just talk about it. What's going on, what you think, what's going on and how you feel. Catch up, man, because time's going by.
yeah, man. Fucking time. If I mean, life is never certain, but it's definitely at a peak of uncertainty right now. So it's crazy. Um, I agree. Fuck, dude. It's sad that I don't talk to a lot of people unless I say something that unknowingly they're against. I'm not when it comes to like politics and everything. I try to just fucking leave it to the birds. But when I see shit that I feel is wrong, of course I'm gonna say some shit. I'm having my opinion. But it's sad that I'll see people that I haven't seen in years that'll immediately say something back just to conflict and be like, "Oh, you're wrong," like. So maybe that is the thing. Maybe that's like fuck. I would love to see a study on that. Like, why is that happening, or what have we become as a culture to make it like that's how you connect with people is by fucking hating like killing what they believe in. Like, if that's what it is. I
Yeah, yeah,
mean,
and that's what I want to do is get into a deep conversation with people, but at the same time is be able to end the call and say, you know, take care, have a good day. It was great
yeah,
talking
yeah,
because
I,
there's people like I can understand, and it's hard to say because I don't want to get too. I mean, I guess I have to. We're on here, but it doesn't matter what I say. What I want to convey is that like where I work right now, I work at Costco in a place where it's extremely conservative. Like the Make America Great Again hats are you see them, it's like normal. It's
yeah,
normal. It's a very Trump area, which is I have to work there. Some of them are great people, right? They just have this thought of they want to follow Donald Trump. They believe in Donald Trump,
yeah,
which is fine. But what I want to convey is there are things that I can see a Trump supporter seeing as one way, and then the other side seeing it their way. Like
yeah,
Trump isn't necessarily spewing hate, but he's not condemning it.
yeah,
He's not telling people, hey, we can't be this way. Take the higher road. No, no, no. He keeps it super. He plays that lawyer card
yeah,
where,
yeah.
where
He's a
like I'm
salesman.
gonna stay. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it, but I'm at the same time gonna be like, hey, I
Yeah,
support, but don't be violent. Whatever the fuck he wants to say. My point is, I can see both sides. Maybe not. uh, I've never trusted a president, dude. I've never trusted a president.
Right.
Since I've been alive, and the more I read about past presidents, it's like, oh fuck, what the fuck are we thinking?
Yeah.
It just seems to be. My point is, I get why what happened at the Capitol. It was bad. It was really,
Yeah.
it was bad. It looks bad. It makes us look bad on so many levels, not just internationally, but
Yeah.
domestically. Like I told you before, we're at a split point. I don't know. It just becomes so cut. Like we're not together
Right.
anymore.
The way I see it, and I was telling my parents, because they try not to, but it's like you have to see, don't hear, see the shit. You can hear all kinds of shit. I mean, fuck, you see it every day. People hear something and they're immediately like, "Oh yeah, that has to be true." I hear it. If you don't see it, like, don't buy into it. Like there were so many things being reported the day of that I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna wait. Like
Yeah. But even that,
I see what's going on, so I get the gist of it. It's fucking crazy. I do have an opinion on it, but I'm not going to hear anything. And a lot of it, I actually had it on mute, and I was just watching the people. The one thing I did see is, and it's crazy, man. I hate to pin myself in like the corner of being one sided, because I really don't give a shit either way. They're not. Neither side is doing it for me, so I give two shits. But what I told a lot of people is it's white privilege. I mean, it's white privilege. It's fucking crazy.
That is a term that could be used. Yeah. I mean, but at the same time, I just think privilege, just privilege.
Yeah.
There's all different cult.
Yeah.
Like that's my point of the Karens. A lot of the Karens, they're not white, but it's just privilege. People.
Yeah, privilege. There you go. Yeah.
People feel
I feel like we live in a time where people are over entitled.
Yes.
Like, dude,
my point. Earlier I said we all have like our own idea of what freedom is.
Right.
And it's not, it doesn't collide. And not everybody can say that. You know what I mean? Like what do you like? You look at a girl who's like getting handcuffed. Like that girl I told you I was getting handcuffed. Like the business said no masks, no entry, and she walked without a mask. So you're basically going against this store policy, which means they can call the police, bring them in, and escort you out. You don't necessarily have to be arrested. You just can't be on the premises. But this lady was throwing such a fit that she ended up having to get arrested because she was acting what they called, disorderly in public, whatever.
Yeah.
So she got arrested for it, and she's trying to fight it, but it's realistic because, like, look, lady, it's policy. No shirt, no shoes, no service. You walk in with no shirt, no shoes, and someone's trying to grab you and throw you out. You can't scream, "This is America." We didn't used to do that at Target or TJ.
Dude.
We used to do that at TJ Maxx. Oh, what? This isn't American. You get.
Or it's my right to not wear shoes or a shirt.
Right. So basically, store policy versus someone store policy, which equals call the cops, have them assess the situation, and if the store doesn't want you around, that's considered loitering.
Yeah. And it's sad too, because it is over entitlement, but it's sad that they crutch on the fact of like, oh, well, it's a free country, so I'm going to do it. Like, no, man, like that doesn't mean you can fucking throw shit on the floor or like knock shit over or fuck. I've even, it's horrible, but I've seen people like cough on people or like spit on people. It's like, dude.
Unchecked anger.
Yeah.
People who just, I don't know, man. Like, I'm not trying to sound like a smart guy, but if someone was pulling a camera on me and I was doing something wrong, I'm just saying, if this happened to me, I would instantly turn it around.
Oh yeah. I would just I would just walk out.
Or just Don't fucking act out. Like you're not a gorilla on the fucking. Like, God.
And it's like, dude, someone has a phone out. That shit's never going away.
Walk away.
Never going away.
Walk away.
And it's crazy because you see a lot of grown people acting that way, and you're like, dude, your kids are gonna see you acting this way.
My days. God willing, they don't catch me one of my days because I don't want to be one of those people. But if I was, I would hope I would have the energy to be like, nah, not today.
Yeah, and it's funny too because there's been scenarios where I've gotten conflict, and I'm so passive about everything, and like I had someone want to fight me because they were too close to me. I was like, dude, do you mind, like, like I'm not trying to be that guy, and like he gets to the points where he's talking about fighting. I'm like, dude, you would defeat my whole argument. Like that's the last. I don't want you next to me. Why would I want to fight you? Like you're making this. You're just going in circles, man. Like the point being is I don't want to be nearby you. You know, I can't afford to get sick. Like fuck, dude, you being that close to me could possibly kill me. Like it sounds crazy, but. And yeah, it may sound like, oh, you're just buying into the fucking conspiracy. But even if I am, I don't care. I would much rather be alive and look stupid than be dead and fucking be like, oh, well, I thought it was a hoax.
Shout out Dunkin' Donuts.
All right. What is it? Donuts? What donuts is that?
Oh, I said shout out Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, Dunkin' Donuts.
Coffee. Shout out beers.
Heck yeah! You ever seen that fucking that news report of that like Dunkin' Donuts that got burned down in some like little place?
Nope.
I gotta send you the link. It's funny. The lady they interviewed, she says donuts instead of donuts, and then like there's like this old white lady. She's like
donuts.
She says coffee, but the way she says it is like hilarious. Yeah. The fucking it almost seems like a fake news report. The police officer, like the head investigator, his name was fucking Officer Psycho, but it's spelled Siko. Dude. And the town is called Shamokin. So it said Shamokin Dunkin' Donuts burns down. That's like the newsreel. I gotta say that, dude. It's unreal. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. But the lady, she's going on like a minute to interview, and she's like, "Yeah, now I got to get my donuts, Dunkin' Donuts." Like she's saying it in such a funny way.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's funny. I gotta say that it's just pretty comedy. What you drinking on there?
Beer, just regular beer. Ale.
No. Nice.
Golden ale.
Oh, okay. Ooh, I like the color. Looks good. Looks like flavorful. I mean, let me give you my a little shot of my format while you catch up on your notes here. But this is my living room. You can see it, but
okay.
Got a nice little bar set up.
You know, PS4.
I usually have the PS4 beer on tap. You know,
beer.
So, you know, single living. You know, single dad. This is what I do.
Let me show you. Can I show you my setup?
Yeah, man. I like that.
Don't judge. Don't judge. It's fucked up right now, but I had this setup for the laptop, but I couldn't use it.
Ooh, I like that. Ooh, that's it.
I have one camera on me. I have on the TV. I have the light. I have the next light, and I have another camera. It's red. Where's it at? Where you at, bud? Right there, the red camera.
Dang, yeah, that's nice.
Blue and red. All the baby stuff in the back.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, buddy. Doing that.
Great setup. The lighting is phenomenal.
It's fucking, yeah, man. I gotta get it ready. I gotta get it set up better, but, you know.
I dig it.
I like your setup, man. What do you play on PS4?
What am I playing on PS4? Oh, shit. Mainly Netflix and Hulu. I haven't really played any video games lately. What was the last game I played? I was playing that Final Fantasy remake for a bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a good game.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I don't know why I stopped playing it. I don't know. I was about actually. You know what? I'm lying. I did. My daughter and I stumbled upon. It's called Untitled Goose Game.
Oh, that game is so fun.
Yeah, we fucking burned through that game in like a day and a half.
Really?
The game was hilarious.
How did you do it?
What's that?
How did you do it? Sorry, I fucking dropped the drink. I have to clean it up. How did you guys beat it? Look at a guide, or did you guys just on your own?
No, we just figured it out.
That's crazy, dude. I could not figure that game out for shit.
Dude, it was crazy. Yeah, it was fun though.
That's so cool.
She's a huge Resident Evil fan, so we've been playing all the old school multiplayer ones. So we did that for a bit too. She's not. She's big on Resident Evil, but only the multiplayer. She won't play any of the single player ones by herself.
Oh wow. She hasn't played one?
No. Oh hell no. She'll watch me though. Like she'll ask me to play it, but
And she like actually watches you?
yeah, dude.
That's so cool. That's so cool.
Yeah, fun stuff.
So I hope for my son, man. I hope he likes video games because I really like video games.
Yeah, hell yeah. What do you are you a Call of Duty guy or what's your?
I've been playing zombies lately for Cold War.
Nice.
You
Yeah, I was trying to get back into Street Fighter for a while, but then I just didn't have the time for it.
5 or 4?
5. Yeah. So I was doing that, and then just kind of. I hate internet playing because if you, I hate laggy connections. I hate losing to someone who just has shit internet. So I kind of cooled it, but I still mess around with it, of course.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Yeah, dude. I don't remember too much of you playing video games, but I remember your brother played video games.
Yeah. Well, me and him used to we'd always battle on the Marvel vs. Capcom.
Which one?
The second one.
Oh wow.
We had bouts. I actually found the hard copy of that game and I bought it for like $200.
On what?
Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on the PlayStation 2.
PlayStation 2? Oh wow.
Yeah. Shit's like
I think it was on GameCube.
No, Dreamcast.
Dreamcast.
Yeah.
You're right.
That one, that's fucked, dude. If you find that's like worth $1,500, the hard copy of that game.
Yeah, dude. I've been collecting games, man. I collect games.
Oh, nice.
I'm not really. I want to. I buy games here and there, but like Super Nintendo is my main one so far. I have the most of.
Oh yeah.
Like GameCube, that's another one.
GameCube was great.
I used to have a Dreamcast. I don't have it anymore. But that's something I've been thinking about lately is a Dreamcast, dude. Fuck.
Dude, that thing was groundbreaking. I remember as a kid.
I used to play Quake 2, Quake 3 Arena on there.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
And that was I think it was a Dreamcast was one of the first ones that you could plug an Ethernet into.
Yep.
Like straight into, like Sony had one, PlayStation 2.
Yep.
Yeah, and I put that box in. But Dreamcast had it already.
Yeah.
To be able to play online, Quake Arena.
How crazy was that? Do you remember when they first promoted that? I mean, I remember they had Fred Durst promoted.
Really?
I remember when it came out, there was like a Limp Bizkit Dreamcast.
Not surprised. Yeah.
And I remember the ad. It said like, "Who's next to get their butt kicked by Fred Durst?" You know, like online, as if like online was so exclusive. You think of it now, and it's like so unheard of, but probably back then, that's fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is, man. That's crazy. I don't remember that. I'm gonna look it up now.
Yeah, I remember seeing it in like the Game Pro fucking magazine or somewhere, but yeah, there was a Dreamcast signed by Fred Durst they gave out to like certain people. I forget, it was like a contest. Remember when contests were a thing growing up? You had to like mail in your vote or whatever to, you know. That was crazy. Those were good times. I miss days like that. I remember those days. Those are.
Yeah.
Are you like mail shit? Remember mailing stuff?
Things used to come free in the cereal boxes.
Oh, dude, fuck yeah, man!
All the time, just free shit.
Box tops. Remember collecting the box tops?
Yeah.
Remember that was a good. Those were good too. I remember taking them to school and getting like prizes.
You guys were laughing at me the other day, but did you guys never do that where you'd call collect?
Yeah, dude, fucking dial down the center. I remember that.
But like to like save a call, like you'd be like, hey, come pick me up to like your mom.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Because I said it, I thought you guys were like tripping on me. I was like,
oh yeah, dude.
Face. I was like, are they laughing at me?
No, dude, like that. It's so nostalgic, you know. Like fuck, dude. Like even dial down the center. Like fuck, just hearing that, I was like, holy fuck. That was a thing. I forgot about that. Or fuck, dude. Remember calling popcorn? Did you ever call popcorn
Oh, all the time.
for fucking movie times and
Yes.
fucking,
Yes.
or even just what time it
Yeah,
was?
it would tell you what time it was.
Yeah, dude. Fucking A.
And I
That's
remember when I got the news that it didn't work anymore, I called. It's probably around that time, 2007, 2008, when we
yeah.
all picked it. And yeah, it's like this number is not in service anymore. I was like, what?
You know, the world ended.
Because everyone had a cell phone. That was a new thing.
Yeah. Dude, that shit's insane, man. I remember I had a cell phone in high school, and it was the fucking Virgin Mobile buy your minutes. And I remember I used to get like $20 a month from my mom, and I literally go to minutes. And I remember I would have to spend my minutes just to buy ringtones, and like I would fucking I couldn't talk to anybody, but I had like the dopest ringtones.
Wow.
Like, crazy,
Wow.
crazy.
Hey, what year did you? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
What year did you graduate?
06.
06. Same year as my brother. That's why you know my brother.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I knew you knew my brother, my sister, but yeah, I didn't know you were the same grade as my brother.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Fucking way back. It's so crazy. You think about it, what year you graduate, you don't realize how fucking long it is until someone like points it out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Especially our 10 years is coming up. They're sending me emails slowly.
No shit. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. But that's crazy. So that means that when we dressed up as dead presidents, you were fucking freshman. I was senior.
I was a freshman. Yeah, I was a freshman. Fuck. You know what's funny is I don't remember who, but I know it wasn't you. But I remember we had to put makeup on each other. I remember doing maybe it was Mario, but he had like pimples, and I was like, "Fuck, this fucking sucks." Like as they're like putting the face paint on, so we're doing it by hand. And I was like, "Oh, this is fucking gross."
What do you mean on you?
No, on someone else. Like I was doing it on someone else, and
Oh, you were? Oh,
yeah. I'm pretty sure it was Mario, and I was like, "Fuck, dude."
I never really broke out in
I
high school, but maybe I don't know. I would
yeah.
suck. All right.
I just remember.
I
I remember just thinking, I was like, "Dude, this fucking sucks." Like, do I remember?
Dude, I barely remember. I remember it. I don't know if I owned a photo or if I saw a photo, but I remember there was a photo.
Yeah.
And
Wasn't it in the yearbook? I want to say it was in the yearbook.
Was it?
I want to say it might have been.
Oh, is that what it was? Because I have the yearbook. It's in storage. I'll check that out. I don't know. Why would it be?
You know how they would have like the miscellaneous pages,
Maybe. Okay, I'll check it out.
or like the rally pages. You know, they show like the rallies.
Maybe, dude. Maybe.
Because I know people were like because this is before fucking picture phones. People were taking pictures.
Yeah. For sure.
And it would have to be fucking.
We're living like in the fucking Aztec times. No.
Dude, I watched.
We took pictures back then. if our kids ask us.
Dude, fuck. I remember.
You guys didn't have phones. Did you guys take pictures back then? Yes.
Yeah. We used to draw them. We used to fucking.
Yeah.
Fucking. Remember or you would just have the camera. You know, you'd have the camera. And
dude. 2005, I started working at Sam's Club, but I used to work in the photo lab. We used to do 35 millimeters, 35 millimeter film, which was the fucking the disposables.
Oh my god, dude!
I used to know how to do the whole process. Like you put it in this like dark area, and you put these pans in the fucking area. You pull the camera apart inside, and you take out that film. You put it into a dispenser. Like in the dark, like your hands are like you look like a fucking chemist. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you have your hands in a machine, but like in these like glove, fake gloves.
It's crazy.
And you're just tearing it apart, putting it together again, and you develop it. And basically, that was the way of life back in 2005.
Yeah.
The majority of people would process their pictures. Dude, I see so many nudes.
Oh, I bet.
So many illegal things. And then one time I saw like a fucking firefighter somewhere developed some pictures of a crime scene of a guy on a motorcycle who was trying to stand on it without a helmet, like trying to do like a trick. Just ate shit, half of his brain on the pavement, dude. I was like, fuck.
And this was the early 2000s, right?
Point blank, disposable camera.
Oh fuck me, dude! Why would you get it? Oh, what a dick! That guy wanted to fucking fuck somebody's life up. What an asshole!
Dude, it could be some Dexter shit. You ever see that show?
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Or it could be he was for a crime scene, but it was very, very like thorough.
Fuck me, that's fucking terrifying. But that was what, the early 2000s, right? Dang. So those nudes,
2007, around the time I was kicking with you guys.
so those nudes, there's definitely Bush back then. That was back when Bush was still a thing.
Not really. That was when it started to be shaved.
Oh man.
That was around the time I rarely saw a Bush. Even then, I didn't see that many nudes, but there were some people who were like, and one time, dude, I'm not gonna lie, my cousin came in. I was like, oh, and I didn't know, but I developed her pictures and she had nudes. Like, oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm gonna get in trouble if I post that. I'm gonna cut that out for sure. But yeah, dude, oh man, it was horrible. I was like, oh, how do I see them again? I would see them too, and they're like, I feel like they knew it. They didn't know until they got the pictures back, maybe.
Yeah.
They get to send like a card in it saying, like, we have like.
Oh yeah, you'd like.
Sorry, some pictures.
Dude, how fucking. Man, that's fucking insane. You would have to wait like 3 or 4 days unless you want to pay $20 to get it the next day.
Yeah. 1 hour photo is expensive, but at Sam's Club it wasn't though. It was really cheap, but still 2-day would be cheap, way cheaper. But yeah, it was 2-day delivery. Yeah, you're right. It's like Amazon shit. Get your photos in 2 days. Now it's like get anything in 2 days.
Dude, that's when you remember Long's, the drugstore?
Yeah, I just talked about it. I just talked about it yesterday.
They had like the whole section. Like they had the whole section just for photos.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
Long's Drugs. Hey, you're out there. Is there still Papa Murphy's?
There is.
What is it? Papa Murphy's, Papa John? Papa Murphy's.
Yeah, Papa Murphy's, the one next to Long's, yeah.
You cook your own?
Yep, they're still there.
That's right. Sage Point. You shout it out in your music. Sage Point.
Neighborhood, yeah.
Right. You know where I grew up?
In Grissom, right?
No, I grew up, I don't know what you'd call it. Maybe you could tell me. Behind Stein School.
Stein School.
Right there down the street.
From
Sage Point. Stein School. Stein Elementary.
Like where Parker's at, right? The street, Parker?
That's where I grew up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I actually moved to an apartment there when my daughter was born, actually, 10 years ago.
What'd you call that?
I don't know.
I used to live on Starling.
Oh, fuck. Okay, yeah.
I grew up there.
I guess that's like the Serrano area, because Serrano's like super ghetto.
Is that what you call it, Serrano?
The Serrano area, yeah. Or maybe even the I don't know. That's a good one. We'll start naming areas, different boroughs.
Anyways, my point is, I don't know what you call it, but I heard you shout out Sage Point on the album and on your compilation, and I thought that was cool because I knew what that meant, and I grew up the opposite side.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're in arm's reach, though. You're good.
Yeah. We could have walked and been like, "What's up, dude?"
7-Eleven was probably the meeting spot.
You would go to 7-Eleven right there?
Fuck, dude, we used to go there all the fucking time.
Oh wow, so did we. We would walk. Yeah. You walk up Parker or one of those streets, and I would be right there. So my street that street that comes out to I forget the streets, bro. What was that street that crosses it? Stein
Orioles or some shit like that.
Stein and what?
Stein and Wilson.
Wilson?
Yeah.
Okay, so no, I was off Parker. You go down Parker.
Where the church is at. Yeah, I know exactly where that's at.
Parker's right where you come out where 7-Eleven's at.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to live
all the way at J. It turns into a J.
Yeah.
Right when it turns into a J, that's where I grew up.
I know exactly where that's at. Yeah, I used to live on Parker, right across from the church.
In the apartments?
Yeah.
I live in the houses behind it.
I know exactly where that's at. See, that's fucking crazy. You're right there.
Yeah. That's where I grew up.
Man.
from when I was 10 years old to when I was 20 years old. And we moved from there to Cecil Brunner.
Yep, I remember that. Gosh, man, that fucking street. That the name of that street lives on through so many people now.
That's a good name for something, bro.
I still have people hit me up like, "Hey, remember your brother's house in Cecil Brunner?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude. What the fuck? Like, who doesn't? You know?"
Bro, that'd be a good album
I
or
haven't
a
seen in years.
song title.
Huh?
That'd be a good album or a good song title.
That would be Cecil
But it's
Brunner.
like, what the fuck is that?
That sounds like a rock song.
What is it? Yeah. What the fuck? Because I always thought that too. What the fuck is that? What is that? What is it? Is that a bird? Is it a fucking? What is it? What's a Cecil Brunner?
Who the fuck is Cecil?
Imagine you go to somewhere like a bar and you get into a fight with the guy and you fucking Cecil Brunner? Like, what the fuck is that?
You're like, dude, it's a compliment. Why are you?
Yeah, I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult. God,
it's cool. Trust me, it's cool. I'm gonna start using that. That would be a good song, Cecil Brunner.
So it's just dumb fucking like, what is it?
Oh, memories.
Yeah, bro, memories. Fuck. Sorry to ramble, but yeah.
Nah, man, this is great. Fucking, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. So your daughter's 10?
10 years old.
When did she turn 10?
Last June. So it's right around the corner. She's halfway there.
And what are you doing with how did you do with the infantile stages? Like, just to give some advice to me. Like, how would you, like, were you and your baby's mom together?
Yeah, it was it was a little tricky because we were on the rocks the whole time.
You guys lived together, or you guys were separate at the time?
We were like both like off and on, and then we moved in together when my daughter was like a year old, and then within like a year and a half we split. But it's kind of it kind of just came like it's really like natural. I feel like I would just always be loud. That was like my biggest thing. So I was like, I'm never gonna stop even listening to music or like hanging out with my friends. So like you're gonna be born into fucking loudness. Like I don't want to cry baby because no one in my family's quiet. So I'm like, yeah, we're not doing that. So
what do you mean? Like, you play music for your daughter loud?
I would always be loud so she wasn't a light sleeper. Cause I have friends that like, oh dude, you have to text them before you show up to their house because they're like, oh, the baby just went to sleep and I can't, I'm like, nah, fuck that, dude. Yeah, it was, I don't know, it just kind of can't, I just kind of let everything fall into place, just went with the motions. But then I had like my brothers, my parents, like they all had kids, so there wasn't much room for me to learn shit. I think at the end of it all, it was just, I just was like, my kid's healthy, food in her belly, roof over her head, clothes on her back. Like that was it. I was like, everything else will it'll just come. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And her mom was a lot younger than me, so she was 19 when my daughter was 19 when my daughter was born. So it was like, and I was freshly 22, so I was like, oh fuck, I'm going bar hopping, fuck this, fuck that noise, but yeah, just kind of just go with the motions, I think. But I also did a lot of reading.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
That's good. What's her name?
Alaya Sage, actually.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Alaya Sage.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's cool, man. Yeah, man. It's intense, man, being a father. Just like learning how to deal, because there's a lot of times when I get so angry. I don't want my kid. There's so many things I see in myself that I realize and I don't want to pass on to my kid. So I try not to do certain things around him, like drink or just be fucking like angry, because I can be angry, So I try not to do all that bullshit in front of him. And fuck, it's working out so far because this kid is like, he's so chill, so simple. He's easy to put to sleep. growing his teeth, which is kind of like upset a lot.
Yeah, it'll
But
pass.
changing his diapers, super chill. He fucking, he's doing really good. My wife is very she's very she's trying her best to be like do everything by the book.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's eating everything on time. He's learning how to eat fruits at the moment.
Nice.
Helping out with that. She's not working right now, so I'm the one, out working, and so she's doing that day to day. It's working out so far, just trying to focus on the kid and not try to, have to worry about leaving them with random people.
Yeah. There's gonna be times, man. There's gonna be a lot of frustration, especially like the development stages. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
but I think I guess what was easy for me is at the end of it all, like I always wanted I would have to see my kid before I went to sleep, like and just like kind of reassure, like fuck, dude, this is you're a fucking dad now, like fuck you. Don't fuck this shit up now, Don't you can fuck your life off, but don't,
Yeah, same.
Give this kid a fighting chance, at least, So
yeah, and oh yeah, because who knows what, and that's one of my reasons for starting this in the first place, trying to like show my kid who I am in case he's not around to see me.
Yeah.
Just show him me talking on video. Just hey, this is me talking to Sam, Icon.
Yeah.
This is a guy I grew up with, and whatnot, and that's one of the reasons why I want to start this, just so I can build like a fucking following of just so he can watch in case something happens before he's even conscious to even understand who I am.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man.
2, 3, I pass away or whatever, because of whatever reasons. Kind of like what you're saying with your whole music spurt. You grow
man.
up and you learn that life isn't as some people just.
It's your lineage. You got we're not here forever. That's the only thing guaranteed. We're not here forever.
Yeah, that, and also it's like us, like you were saying with your music, right? Like you didn't know if you were gonna, croak, so you want to figure it out before. So same with my son. Like I want him to see me, who I am, before, we have the technology now to where you know what I mean. If I made enough videos, he could see who I am, and if I pass away, and when he's 2 or 3. He'll be able to grow up and be like, oh, that was my dad. All these videos of him just fucking bullshitting with his friends. This is who kind of a piece of who he is.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, man. I look at it as my kid watches YouTube of like fucking grown ass fucking people playing with like kitty toys, and it gets like millions of views. And I figure like, why not do that for your kid? Like, imagine like if that's being viewed millions of times. It makes me think, how many times would people watch like the fucking first car be built if they had the technology? You know what I mean? So it's like, why not?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right.
Like, that's you know what I mean? Like,
that's a really good way to look at it. The first car being built.
Yeah. Or like those really impactful points in time. Like if they could have documented it, they would have. So it's like, fuck. It may not be a big thing for the rest of the world, but like
the crack, the crack of the Liberty Bell.
Fuck.
That would have been like a terrorist attack.
Right? Fuck. Or fuck, we wouldn't know. If we had the footage, we would know. Like, oh shit, they're acting just like us. Fuck.
My history teacher in BC, he used to tell me about how there was a line painted across Bakersfield, where on the north half of these railroad tracks, basically whites only. Bottom of the railroad tracks, blacks, Hispanics, Asians only. Anything else only, right? That was a fact in like 50s, 60s Bakersfield. Crazy. And my history teacher, who was this old white guy, he marched with Cesar Chavez. He knew he met Martin Luther King. He didn't know him, but he shook his hand.
Yeah.
He met them. He's a part of history. I forget his name. I have it somewhere. I need to figure it out. But this guy would tell me stories about how he found out his dad bought a house on the top part of the tracks, and he had to sign a contract with the real estate agency saying that he wouldn't sell that property to a black, Mexican, any minority. You
Dang.
could only sell it to a white, right? And when my history teacher, who was a child, found out his dad did that, he was so upset. And he told his dad, how I can't, because his dad was growing up in the civil rights era. And he
Yeah.
was telling his dad, I can't believe you would do something like that, you know? Because his dad never acted that way. But his dad told him, look, son, this is the only way I could have, like, he had no choice. His
Yeah.
dad was telling him this. This is the way it was. He could, if he went against it, he would look bad. Like, you know, he'd be in this other. So basically, his dad was telling him what he was going through, but at the same time, the son was like, "What the fuck?" And right around him growing up, that's when they banished it, and they started this whole policy where they would intermix. And in order to do that, that's why they would grab a bus of kids from South High area and take them to West High area, and vice versa. It was called mixing up. So if you live in a certain area, you had to go to this school to
Yeah.
mix.
Oh, damn. Never knew that.
Exactly. That is history and the government working to I don't know to amend or their I don't know what you would call it.
Yeah, kind of like
They're not doing it. They're not doing it to for peace. They're doing it for money, monetary reasons.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's where it's at now. It's just people only want to hear certain things. Everyone has selective hearing, I believe. That's why I say see, don't listen. You gotta see it. Don't listen to the shit.
Yeah, dude. Just things change. Anyway, that's my point. I'm trying to ramble, but
No, man, that's insightful. That was enlightening.
when I first went to West High,
Yeah,
was it 1999? That was when Columbine happened.
yeah.
Bro, you remember West High? You went there 2000 what year did you go in? 2006?
2002 is when I started.
2002. So in 1999, when I got there, that's when they started building the fence around it.
I remember that.
It didn't used to have a fence. And
Yeah.
Chris, your brother could tell you that because he was a year ahead of me.
Yeah. And they used to have off campus. They didn't do that. As soon as I got there, they stopped that.
They stopped that for me when I was there.
Oh shit! Yeah. See, when I was there, that was unheard of.
Yeah. Oh yeah. When I first got there, it was a thing, but only juniors and seniors could do it. But I was a freshman. I was like, okay, well, when I get there, that'd be dope. And then I got there, I was like, nope, not anymore.
Oh,
Same thing was we used to have Coke machines.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Remember for Fruitopia.
I was just gonna say that, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. I'm diabetic, and I would still once in a while snag one of those because I just couldn't help it, man. Those are
bro. I couldn't. I wish I had a picture of that machine, a Fruitopia machine, bro.
Right next to the what was that? The art building.
Right there. Yeah.
The steps. That was the.
That's the one I'm thinking of too.
That was our spot after you guys left. Yeah, that was our spot. Once you guys left, we migrated into that spot. That was ours.
Dude, we used to all kick it there.
Yeah.
And I remember it was fucked up. It was fucked up because I think maybe that's how I knew you. But I used to work student store.
Yeah.
And so I worked student store since I was a freshman, all 4 years. And what happened was I had to work on my lunch always. So freshmen, sophomores had a lunch, and then junior, seniors had a lunch.
Yeah.
So when I was freshman, sophomore, I had to work mine freshman, sophomore, and I would have lunch junior, senior with a junior, senior.
I did that too.
So I met you. Did student store?
Yeah, I did it my sophomore year. I'd have lunch with you guys.
No. I was gone by then.
Okay. Well, I did it. I think I did it after you, but I remember having lunch with you guys one year.
I had lunch with you because I was senior and I would hang out with all the.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
That's probably why I knew you guys.
Yeah.
Do you used to hang out with Cody Bixler?
Yeah, man. I still talk to that guy.
That's why. I remember talking to Cody because I was Ryan's brother. And I remember talking to you because you were fucking Chris's brother. Yeah, and I remember so I would have opposite lunches. So I never had lunch with my friends. I always had lunch with the opposite crew. Like when I was young, junior or freshman, sophomore, I would hang out with like the fucking sophomore seniors or the junior seniors. And they would bully the fuck out of me.
Gosh, man.
They were cool though. Some of them are really cool, but a lot of them would just bully the fuck out of me.
Well, I remember my brother fucking set me up for failure because the year he left, I went in, and I remember like all of his friends knew me. So fucking as soon as they're like, "Oh, you're Chris's brother. Hey, we fucking mashed all our shit together. Eat this." I'm like, "Fuck no, dude." And they'd be like, "Your brother would do it." And I'm like, "Fuck that guy. I'm not like him." You know, like they immediately had a reputation for me that they're like, "Oh, you're Chris's brother. He'll do it." You know, like just like hell no.
Oh wow,
Nothing like that guy. Fuck him.
that's funny.
Even the dean and the security guards, like they caught my last name. I remember my mom actually went to the school once because they pulled me in and gave me a talk because they're like, "Oh, we know your older brother." My mom went in there and was like, "Who the fuck do you think you are? My son is a freshman. You guys don't even know him, and just because of his older brother."
What?
I remember this vividly. Yes, my mom showed up. She showed up to the school, and like,
shit,
yeah, dude, they caught the rain. Fucking bastard. That dude fucking set me up, man.
That sucks.
I remember that. Everybody, like all of his friends, man. And then I'm freshman, and you guys are all fucking seniors. So they were like, "Oh yeah, do this, do this." I'm like, "No, I'm not. No, I'm not my brother." Like, we don't run that way. Like, my family thinks he's crazy too. Like, what the fuck? I'm not gonna do that shit.
He was one of the. Your brother was one of the good ones, though. I mean, in high school,
Yeah,
like a lot of people his grade, 2002, who were fucking dicks to me, like complete fucking jerks. But Chris was one of the cool ones.
yeah, yeah. He's okay.
That's one. Yeah, that's one thing though. I mean, I know from personal experience because I remember. Yeah, dude, I could probably pull some shit out from all his people, all his alumni, and I know he know him, but yeah, dude, we were fucking. I remember at the house sometimes there'd be times when it's like at Cecil Brunner, like I'd be there and he has some of his homies there, and I'd be like, oh okay, you know, but they were still dicks. I'm like, god damn.
Grow up, man. You peaked in high school. You get it,
dude. Like, and I would ignore them. I would ignore the fucking bullying. Like, god damn, we're old, dude. Like, we're in our 20s, but it's like, god damn,
like you're
still
still
got like
on
this fucking like, yeah, this fucking hard on.
Yeah, I remember. It wasn't too bad for me because the friends I grew up with, we fucking all went. You know, we never split off, so we knew each other since like first kindergarten or even before that. So when we all went to high school together, like no one really fucked with me because we were all just like a set. Like people thought we were a gang and shit, and it was just like funny to us because we were just like, nah, man, fuck that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's why I kicked it with you guys because you guys were fucking cool as fuck. Like you guys were super chill and neutral. You guys wouldn't like pull the fucking alpha male card on me.
Dude, for us, it was just like we just wanted to eat. That's it. We just wanted, you know what I mean? Fuck, we didn't have a lot of money growing up, and we all grew up the same way. So it was just like, well, fuck is bullying, you know? I remember we used to fucking we used to defend a lot of kids that got bullied growing in high school just because it was always like the fucking.
Yeah, but it is what it is. It made me who I am. You know, I mean, it's not even like even then. If I look back, you know, I bullied people. People bullied me. You know, it's like a circle effect, which is unfortunate for in my case. But I feel like that's the main case, like karma. You know, karma, and also like you know, it teaching experience. I know who now like there's people who used to really fucking put me through shit. Who tried to add me on Facebook, and I'm like, bro, I only have bad memories. Like, do you have any good? Like that's crazy. You have good memories. You want to add me? Like what the fuck? Like
it says you might know me, not you should add me.
I'm confused. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm seeing it differently. But I feel like it's like what the fuck. But anyways, that's my point with you guys. Like you guys were fucking great. Cecil Brunner, you guys are all good. There's some things I can't even talk about right here on live. You know, because it's too incriminating. But you know what I mean. Like you guys were crazy ass good people. I remember we went to your apartment across Cyprus. What was that fucking that school? You lived across from back then. You lived in this apartment down the street from Actus.
Oh, in the corner.
Yeah. What was that? What was that place?
Castle.
I remember we used to go to your house there.
Yeah, that was a spot.
We used to go to Castle. Yeah, right there. There's a Castle School right there across the street.
Yeah, my parents still live in the house around the corner from there.
Really?
Yeah, they still live there.
Wait, Sage Point?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah,
then
because
like
you were on the outside of it by the school.
yeah, and like
Yeah, who for that?
my buddies whose parents live there, they still live there, and like my buddies that grew up there, like they ended up moving in. Like everyone still lives in the neighborhood. It's like almost weird.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I used to
like
go to your house and drink right there.
yeah, man, fucking before I turned 21. Yeah,
Yeah, that was crazy.
I remember that. Yeah, and then from there, fucking, I moved into a 4 bedroom house with like a buddy of mine, some mutual friends, and that became the new Cecil Brunner house. Because fuck, dude, we housed like 12 people at one point, and like I didn't pay rent for like 2 months because we had so many people living in it. They were just like, "Hey, man, thanks for letting us stay." And that place was fucking off the wall. We used to get fucking wrecked. But yeah, and it's funny because now, like when you were talking to my brother when we were on the phone, you're like, "Yeah, man, I know I wanted to ask you a bunch of shit because your chick was there, and like I didn't want to say too much." And when you're like, "Yeah, man, we'll talk and we can edit shit," I was like we could talk about fucking. I was like, I answer to no one, like shit. I grew up like
You heard? Wait. I said that on the phone.
yeah.
I said that in front of you guys.
Yeah, because Chris is like, yeah, Carlos's wife is right here, and you're like, oh yeah, man, it's just a simple podcast. Like, I don't want to get too in detail, like our past. I think I was drinking. I was like, yeah, man. I was like, fuck, dude. I was like, I'm fine. I was like, I answered to no one.
Hey, you know what? And that's the thing with Chris. I mean, your brother. And I don't want to. I told you already, but yeah, I don't want to start shit. But yeah, it's like we got into situations where we got into a corner. We're like, oh, we can't talk about that.
Yeah.
And so
Or he's like looking. He's looking off camera, like.
And I even said some shit like, I could have swore I remember her. And I was like, I remember you. She's like, no, you don't. I was like, oh, okay. I could swear I remember. And even Chris was like, you don't remember her. Like, you remember her. He lived behind Food.
Oh yeah, on White Lane.
Yeah. So it was like awkward where I do know you. And I could have said Foods Co, but
I honestly think that's when they first started, like.
And I don't even know. Maybe she's like, no, I don't know Foods Co. I'm like, oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, I think that's when they started hooking up. Yeah, because it was right before me and my daughter's mom split up.
So
they were
Do you know for a fact? So I could put that in his face. No, I'm just kidding.
Just kidding. I live down the street from there now. I live right by South High.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like right here.
Are the tracks?
Yeah, right next to the fucking the 99-cent store. I don't know. I'm right where Sanders Street's at. You know Sanders Street?
No, I don't know Bakersfield anymore.
Oh, you don't? Yeah, you're right.
What's the 99-cent store
at? H in White Lane.
H.
Really, where the Foods goes at on the corner, the light.
Yeah, where like Rusty's is at.
Yeah. I'm on this side, just over South H. Yeah, I'm right there.
Towards where Blockbuster used to be.
Yep. Fucking Blockbuster. Yeah, dude. I remember that one.
I used to work at that Rusty's.
No shit, it's still there.
Is it?
Yeah, it's still there.
That's crazy. I used to work at that Rusty's.
Fucking Block. Remember Marbles? Do you ever remember Marbles?
That was a video
store too.
What is
it? It was right by the mall. It was a video store.
No. Oh, by the AT&T spot.
By the what?
By AT&T?
It was on by the bridge on the corner. Marbles. I remember that was a fucking. Remember when Albertsons had fucking rentals?
Dude, they all did. They all before Foods Co was Smith's.
Yep.
They used to have a video store.
Yep.
I used to rent Super Nintendo games there all the time.
We used to do that at Albertsons. Fucking, my mom would get it for like a night or like 2 nights.
Yeah, same here.
Fucking, oh man, dude.
That's crazy, huh? And they used to have like a little area where it was like a rental spot.
Yeah. It was like a full-on area too. Movies, but they had games. I remember we'd always fucking and it had to have the plastic box behind it or it was rented out. Remember that?
Dude, that's some old school shit.
Yeah, man. Fucking A.
Dude, I remember we used to one time my mom I used to have a Super Nintendo. I begged my mom to rent a Sega Genesis. She had to like the actual like they cased it up,
Fuck.
and
Yeah.
like she had to put $100 deposit or something like that.
Amazing. Back then, that's unheard of.
Yeah, it was like a credit card hold, and then fucking, it was like $20 a night or something like that. It was something like
Fuck.
that, but it was still,
Dude,
like you had to put a hold on your credit card and say in case you fucking like water damage or something.
Dude, they were killing it back then. Did you think about that? $20.
Oh yeah, they were. Everyone wanted to rent one.
I remember, and this is you could fact check with my brother, but we got a Super Nintendo, and the only reason why we got a Super Nintendo is because we had the regular NES, and this was the year Mortal Kombat came out. We wanted it for Christmas. We were like so, like me and my other two brothers, like collectively, we were like, this is all we want. All three of us were fine. We just want this one game. That's all we want, We didn't think my parents would get it for us, and fucking Christmas morning, we wake up and my mom gives us the fucking little cardboard box, and we open it and it's fucking Mortal Kombat, but it's on Super Nintendo. It wasn't on the NES. So we couldn't play it for like almost a year. And that's literally the only reason why we got a Super Nintendo, because that was when fucking Mervin's had fucking games. You remember that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They had like a little display case. And yeah, we got a fucking Super Nintendo because my mom bought us
at the Valley Plaza downstairs.
Yep. Our
we used to go there all the time.
Sears. I think it was Sears.
Oh, Sears. That's what it was.
Yeah, us too. Yep. It was downstairs in like glass display. Fucking yeah, man.
Damn. That's crazy, dude. That's how I talk about with like crazy talking about that with you, because out here, there's no one out here that could like you saw. Like if there were a way to go into our eyeballs and scoop out this information, we saw the same shit.
Yeah.
Out here, like I can't tell someone that story and they're like, "Oh yeah, no, yeah, remember Mervin's when you could?" But me and you saw the same fucking display case, the same escalator.
You're probably the kid next to me breathing hard on the glass with me.
Oh my god, yeah. Who knows? Yeah, you never know. We could have been right neck and neck the same morning, the same night, whatever. Hey man, I'm gonna have to get out of here.
Yeah, man, for sure. This was fun.
It was fun, man. I hope you enjoyed it. I really did. I know I really did enjoy it. I really enjoyed this.
Yeah, man. That's yeah. Let me know when you're ready to post, and I'll fucking let people know. And yeah, Howie, man, I appreciate it. It was a pleasure.
Appreciate you, man. It was a pleasure. Take care of yourself.
Hope it's first of many.
Yes, it will be. Hopefully, yeah, with you too. Because there's some people I hit up and they don't want to do it no more. It's like, all right.
Yeah, I'm down. This is great. But for sure, man, hit me up. My phone's always on, brother.
All right, man. Take care of yourself. Good talking to you.
Later, bro.
Judgment just a